Welcome back to Love This Food Thing. I'm here with the delightful Jeannette Moore. She's either there or she's there. Jeannette is a manifestation coach, and she is Jeannette Moore, MAW, at goodvibecoach.com and goodvibeuniversity.com. And she's at the top of her tree. She has coached literally thousands of people. She's been on opera and everything. And she's very kindly joining us for a 5-minute video today on transforming negative internal scripts. Did you see me look down there to read that? So yes, I can't even let you get a word in edgeways. Welcome, Jeannette.
It's so fun to play with you today, Gemma. Thanks for inviting me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm going to set a pinger, as is our way, on this little video thing that we do. So we're going to have 5 minutes, but I'm going to structure it. And I'm going to... Transforming negative internal scripts, I found it extremely challenging. Cultivating a new voice, a new narrative, changing your self-talk is quite something, isn't it? So let's just, and we might do more of these videos on this particular subject, but for this one, we're just going to do a little taster. Are you ready to rock and roll?
I am.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, what is an affirmation?
It's a set of words that we can use to help change our direction in life, frankly. It's a way for us to adjust our vibration so that we create a new reality for ourselves. That's how I think of them. But they were really first created by Emile, I don't know how to say his last name, the French psychologist, who called them optimistic autosuggestions.
Okay, cool. Do they work?
They absolutely work. Well, depending on how you use them. But even people who say that affirmations don't work, one could argue that's an affirmation that is working for you.
Sure.
I mean, because whatever you say is going to become your reality. Whatever you focus on becomes your truth. So by deliberately focusing in a new way, you can create a new truth. Whether that's a positive truth or a negative truth, it's working for you. Whatever it is you speak, your words are associated with your vibration. It's really our vibration that's dictating our reality, and our words are one way to adjust it. But if you're saying words that don't shift your energy, then you won't notice the results from it. I'm reminded of the opening scene from What About Bob, when he's walking around his New York apartment repeating, "I feel good, I feel fine." And it's good or fine. You want to find the words that click for you. That's what Florence Scovel Shinn says. Find the words that click for you. And that means the words that make you feel better. For example, right here on my computer, I have one that says, "I am good at feeling good." That's an affirmation that I use. I have another one that says, "I am living the life of my dreams," and another one right here that says, "It's fun, it's easy, I'm so good at this," to counter my internal script that says, "This is hard," and that inner critic that says you're not doing it right. These are words, spells that I cast on myself to create the life that I prefer.
I made a video last week, and I was talking about, I touched a little bit on affirmations, and I talked about a bridging affirmation that I used to use when I couldn't find positive words. And one of the main one that I used was, "I am willing to change." And I found that a very nice segue into just speaking more positively to myself.
I am willing to, I'm becoming, or I'm in process of. Yes, those are ways to soften it that make it easier to embrace.
Why do you think we need to change our internal scripts?
Well, we don't need to, unless we want to change our lives.
Okay.
If we want a different experience of life, then we've got to change the stories we're telling ourselves. And affirmations are one way to start that change. But really addressing our self-talk, because we're constantly talking to ourselves. Addressing that in any form or fashion will work, but affirmations are a good way to get started, I think.
So can you pick a good affirmation to start with if you've never done affirmations, or if you struggle with them and you feel like they're fake and inauthentic?
Well, if you feel like they're fake or inauthentic, you'd probably want to play with a different tool for vibration management. This might not be the one for you, but if you're willing to play and experiment, what I would suggest is imagining what it is you want to be different in your life. And then ask yourself, what would you be saying when that's your reality? And whatever you would be saying, that could be your affirmation. That way you've created your own. It's in your voice, in your words. And I think that's where we're going to have the most luck with it. it's possible to go online and find affirmations that someone else has suggested, but I like to make our own and do that just by imagining you're living what it is that you want, and then ask yourself, what will you be saying when that's the case, when that's your reality? And whatever you'd be saying then, you could use that now. One of my affirmations has a swear word in it. Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, no, but let's do it.
Holy crap, I make a lot of money. Okay.
Okay.
Now for a lot of people, that's too big of a stretch to go. So something softer, like I look forward to, or it will be nice when, or
Ah,
something soft, a bridging affirmation. But
what
I like to go for the gold.
what happens? Yeah, I know, because you're already at the top of the mountain, which is fantastic. What happens if you're just feeling terrible? I'm thinking about people in eating disorder recovery, suffering from depression, highly anxious. You know, the weight of the world is on your shoulders sometimes. What can you come up with for
Look,
that?
I've been there, and not exactly in that situation, but yeah, feeling that kind of darkness in life. What I repeated to myself over and over again was, it's okay, I'm okay.
Okay.
Sometimes I said, you're okay, as if I were talking to myself, my higher self talking to myself. But just, oh,
Let's
that was
That
fast.
was fast. And we said a pinger because we can talk for years, Jeanette and I. Um, let's just wrap that up very quickly. I'm cheating here, but it's helpful, isn't it, also to step outside of yourself if possible and
Yeah.
be an outside
Well, a lot
voice.
of times connecting with our higher power, our divine team, our higher self, whatever that is for you, can be really helpful when things feel heavy.
Okay, Jeanette, thank you so much. We're done.
Fun.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Gemma. Invite me
I will do.
back.